very much once again for tuning in to this channel. This is Mwalimu George Kimani, an accountant and also a counseling psychologist. I'm speaking to you from Chacham Consultants. This is a firm that seeks to combine financial expertise and counseling psychology expertise with the objective of empowering businesses and empowering minds. Now for today, I want us to discuss about something called workplace burnout. Workplace burnout. That is what I want us to discuss today. Quite often, people have confused the term workplace burnout and the word fatigue. They think they are the same, but I want to request you to remain stuck there. I will be able to explain to you what we mean by workplace burnout, and by the end of this discussion, you realize that they are completely different. Now, workplace burnout is a phenomenon that is found at workplaces. And I want to begin by saying it is a concept, or it is something that can have far-reaching negative effects on your physical health, on your personal life, on your workplace life, and even at family level. And therefore, as you listen to me, I want to ask once again that you be keen. We go together so that you get to understand what is this workplace burnout, because it is something that we need to avoid at all costs. Now, by definition, workplace burnout refers to a state of emotional, mental, and psychological exhaustion. So it is a situation where your emotions, your mental, and your psychological and physical aspects are exhausted. To be exhausted means it's like you are feeling drained. It's like you are feeling drained. Now, if that is what we mean by workplace burnout, I want to bring to us three main categories of signs that you can be able to check and realize that you are experiencing workplace burnout. And as we continue, I want to tell you that the purpose of having this discussion is not only for you yourself to discover that you are suffering from it, but also to be in a position to help someone else. Now, number one, there is what we call psychological exhaustion. Now, psychological is where, or mental exhaustion is where you find that your cognitive process are being affected. You find that nowadays you're becoming forgetful, you are becoming highly irritated, and so on and so on. So we call it mental distancing. That is one of the signs that someone is suffering from workplace burnout. The second sign that we find is what we call inefficacy. Inefficacy, it is when you come to a point and feel that you do not have the skills that are required to do that which you normally do. You start doubting yourself. That is what we call inefficacy. And number three, there is what we call physical exhaustion. This is when you feel so tired. You feel even some of your body parts are aching. You feel that you try to relax and you cannot relax. You find that even to eat is becoming a problem. You find that even your sleeping patterns are being affected. That is because of physical exhaustion. So we have said there are three main categories of identifying workplace burnout. We have said there is mental distancing, there is inefficacy, and there is physical exhaustion. Now, when you are there, my viewer, you could be asking yourself, what are some of the reasons that contribute to workplace burnout? I just want to give you a few. One of them is when you are at your workplace and you feel that you are not in control of what you are supposed to do. That is a major cause of workplace burnout. Something else, number two, it is when you feel that it is not clear of what is it that is expected of you. The expectations of your performance are not well defined. Number three is when you experience what we call unfair treatment at the workplace. You feel that you are discriminated, you are not being treated like the others. That can easily cause burnout. Number four is when there is poor work-life balance. If you're not able to balance your work life and your work and your life, personal life balance, then that can easily cause what we call workplace burnout. And the list continues that way to include very, very many causes. Now, at that juncture, allow me to tell you some of the adverse effects of workplace burnout. Now, the adverse effects, they are also classified into 4. Number 1, we have what we call the physical effects. Now, the physical effect is where you feel you are so much exhausted, you are so tired, you feel that you have no energy to do work, and it can easily expose you even to reduced immune system or capability, and this now increases the chances of getting diseases such as diabetes type 2 and so on and so on. That is about physical effects. Then we have what we call mental effect or the psychological effect. Now, this is where you find that your cognitive process are being affected, you are becoming forgetful, you are becoming highly irritable, you are procrastinating what you are supposed to do, you are not able to complete that which you wanted to do, and so on and so on. Then we also have what we call psychological. Your psychology, your emotions, your thoughts, your feelings are affected. And in this psychological category, we have issues of depression, we have issues of anxiety, and so on and so on. And finally, we have the category of what we call organizational effect. Now, this is where you find that your productivity has gone down. You are no longer able to measure up to the standards that are expected of you. You are not able to do the quality that your customers or your bosses expect. And you find that even at the workplace, there is a lot of absenteeism, and so on and so on. So those are 4 main negative impacts of workplace burnout. Now, listening to that, my viewer, you can identify or you can agree with me that workplace burnout is something that we need to avoid. Now, if you find that you're experiencing some of those signs, you can freely contact me at Chacham Consultants. We will help you at an individual level. We also talk to companies, we talk to employees on how people can detect workplace burnout, how they can prevent it, and we also help those who are already in it on how to come out of it. So thank you very, very much. I believe you have benefited. So keep it in this channel. Watch out for more videos that are coming and even for more of our services. Thank you. Thank you so much.